Hello everyone. So here is our next question. So in this question, we are asked that what is the percentage decrease in the interval which contains the root after we apply the bisection method in each iteration. Okay. So here we have the options available 20, 40, 50 and 60% reduction. So you can pause the video and you can first try to answer this question by yourself and then I will explain the correct answer. Okay. So I will start the timer. So I hope you have got the answer. So the correct answer for this question is option C. That means we have 50% reduction. So why this answer? So you know that bisection method works on the principle of the binary search, or you can say intermediate value theorem. So in each of the iteration, what happens actually, let's say we have a x-axis and we have a y-axis and we have, let's say, this function f of x, and let's say we have 2 points a and b on this x-axis. Okay, so what happens actually in bisection method, we first find the point between a and b. Okay, so that we can know, or we can guess that that can be a root of this function. So in first iteration, we first find a midpoint between this a and b using a plus b by 2, right? Let's say we get c point. That c point can be anywhere between a and b. Let's say we have this point. Okay, then after that, what we do, we choose some point between these c, and then we take either a or b depending on, we have the function value as of opposite sign. Okay, so here you can see the function value at c, it is of positive, right? It is of positive sign, and the function value at a, it is of negative sign. So f of c and f of a both are of opposite sign. Okay, so what we can do now, we have to find the point between the a and c for our next approximation. So in second approximation, we will say that okay, a plus c by 2, find a new point between the a and c. Okay, that can be like t, that can be here. Okay, now in the next iteration, what we will do, we will take d and c. Okay, because the function value at d and c, they are of opposite sign, so we will find the point or midpoint between d and c. Let's say this is e. So in this way, what we are doing, in each of the iteration, we are reducing our interval size by 50%. Okay, so originally our interval was a to b, right? Then we reduced it by 2 and we got this interval, but a to c. Then after that, we reduced this a to c interval by 50% again. How? We got only this interval. Okay, by doing this d plus c by 2, right? So that means in each of the iteration, we are halving, we are reducing the total interval size by 2. That means total 50% reduction is that we are getting in each of the iteration. Okay, so I hope you have got the idea behind this question and why we are getting the 50% reduction in each of the iteration. So if you have any question, please write down into the comment box. And now let's move to our next question.